Good morning, Valley of the Sun. Thank you for joining me, your host, Nathan Claiborne of the Phoenix Real Estate Roundup. Today is January 10th. It's a Tuesday morning, beautiful wintry Tuesday morning here in Phoenix. Very chilly. Very, very chilly. I got my hoodie on, I'm not going to lie. So I want to start off, obviously I usually start off with the stats, and that's what I'm going to do. Active listings today on the MLS here in town, 16,319 homes for sale. That is almost exactly what it was last week. Last week was 16,287 listings, so almost no change week to week. And I want to remind everybody that in a balanced market here in the Valley, 25 to 30,000 listings would be active every day. So I just always a reminder to keep things in context. That 16,000 is not that many, and we're still pretty significantly undersupplied. So that is providing a buoy for home prices, or at least keeping them even keeled and not dropping any further. The inventory pressure is still on, so to speak. But I do want to get to some really fantastic news. The interest rates, you guys, have dropped dramatically this week. So they are now at 6.14% this morning for the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage. That's great news. That's actually as low as it was. So it dipped down to this level briefly, like for half a day. On December 15th, we hit 6.13%, and then it immediately popped back up to 6.4. And it's kind of been floating in that 6.4, 6.5 range. But at the beginning of this week, yesterday, it dropped big, and then it dropped some more today to where it is now at 6.14. Prior to December 15th, interest rates hadn't been this low since the middle of September, 4 months ago. Now, that is fantastic news if you ask me. We're going to start the year with interest rates taking a nosedive, maybe going below 6% for the first time since last summer. That would be really fantastic news. That's welcome news here in the real estate market. I think that's going to cause some people to make more decisions, make quicker decisions, get off the sidelines, so to speak. I think this makes the borrowing of money a little bit more affordable. So 6.14% on the average 30-year fixed rate. I think also because we tested this low on December 15th and now we're at it again a couple weeks later, I think if we break through and end up going a little bit lower, we're going to end up down at like 5.8%. I think that this move has some more to go if it indeed continues. So good news in the interest rate market for anybody who is looking to borrow money to purchase a home. Excellent. Couple quick things around the Valley. Eldorado Holdings, which is a huge, prolific, I was going to say huge. They're not the biggest developer in town, but they are based in Scottsdale, and they have developed a number of master plan communities around the Valley. They have just plunked down $82.7 million for a little over 4,000 acres of land around Florence, what they call Merrill Ranch down there. And they are going to build a whole bunch of homes, 12,000 homes, some commercial space, some retail. That area of the Valley, not really in the Valley, that's really Pinal County, but whatever. It's halfway between Santan and Casa Grande. And the reason they're building that many homes down there is there's a lot of stuff down there. Nikola, the electric car company, and Lucid both have factories down there. And there are a number of other smaller facilities also. TSMC has a bunch of suppliers that are building facilities down there. There's a lot of action in the southeast part of the Valley between Santan and Casa Grande, and Eldorado Holdings is going to build a whole bunch of homes. That almost matches as many homes as they're going to be building up south of in the southern part of Apache Junction. So tons of development in the East Valley, tons in the West Valley. This place is still growing, and that is why you see this inventory pressure on active listings every day. Because these companies realize that Arizona is an attractive place to do business, and they are doing it. So keep an eye out for those developments. If you're looking for new homes, those will probably be online in about a year, the first ones. So pretty exciting stuff in and around the Valley. And then next is your Baller House of the Week. Here we go. This week, the most expensive house sold in the Valley in the past 7 days for $7.52 million, 5300 East Via Buena Vista Drive in Paradise Valley. This thing was just built last year, clocking in at almost $1,000 a square foot, $988 a square foot, 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms. It is 7,600 square feet on a 1 acre lot. Not a bad little crib, as they used to say back in the 90s. Not a bad crib. That was brokered on the seller side by Realty Executives and on the buyer side by My Home Group Real Estate. Congratulations to those 2 agents and especially that buyer for an amazingly beautiful property there in off Mockingbird Lane in Paradise Valley. And everybody, that is it for this week's Real Estate Roundup. That's what I got for you. Interest rates, keep an eye on them. It is looking good if you're getting ready to borrow money. Thank you so much for joining me, Nathan Claiborne, on the Phoenix Real Estate Roundup.